A few months passed, and the Thompson family again forgot about the strange incident with the aliens and the refrigerator. Mr. Thompson went back to his daily collection of toys left by the children in the garden. Mrs. Thompson started cooking too much food for Sunday dinner again, and Bobby and his friends built a new robot vacuum cleaner, which, however, instead of cleaning, started eating dust. Everything was going as normal until 5. Right in front of the house. With a thunderous crash, the very same flying ship landed. But now it wasn't alone. Not 3, but 10 aliens climbed out of the ship, all of them carrying suitcases and strange objects resembling antennas. "Is it the refrigerator again?" muttered Mr. Thompson, absorbed in reading the newspaper. The aliens came to the door. "Hello," said the same alien as last time. "We've come to collect, not the refrigerator." The Thompsons looked at each other in bewilderment. "What do you mean?" Bobby asked. "Are you guys trying to steal our refrigerator again?" No. We're not here for the refrigerator. We're here for your microwave." The Thompsons stared in amazement at the aliens, who meanwhile pulled out some strange devices from their suitcases that looked like distilling cubes and thumb drives. "What's wrong with you? Why a microwave?" Mrs. Thompson asked in bewilderment. "We have learned that your microwave emits unimaginable levels of energy that can make our ship incredibly fast." The alien said it like it was the most normal sentence in the world. Mr. Thompson shifted his gaze to the microwave standing in the kitchen. "It's just an ordinary microwave. There's nothing special about it." "Oh, but you don't understand. We've examined it with our detector instruments. We now know how to reheat pizza and boil porridge without wasting a lot of time." "You guys flew all the way out here for porridge," Bobby explained. The aliens nodded. "Yes, we don't have good porridge on this planet. It comes out liquid all the time. But you can literally heat up anything in seconds. That's just genius." Mr. Thompson smiled with relief. "Okay, you can have your microwave if you want it. But," and then his gaze fell on an empty shelf, "but if you take it away, I won't be able to make macaroni and cheese anymore." The alien froze, as if his parallel universe had just exploded. "What? Macaroni and cheese? It's the only food I know how to make. I can't go without it." The aliens looked at each other. "What if we bring her back in a week? We could make it an exclusive contract," Bobby suggested. "For example, I'll teach you how to make macaroni and cheese in exchange for super fast space delivery." The aliens scratched their heads. Finally, one of them smiled. "It's a deal." Thus began a new era of friendship between Earthlings and aliens. Every week the aliens flew in for macaroni and cheese. The secret recipe turned out to be so delicious that they began passing it on to their family and friends throughout the galaxy. Soon, the entire alien civilization was consumed by macaroni. "We can't make liquid porridge anymore," they rejoiced. "Thank you, Earthlings." The Thompsons became famous. The whole town knew they were the ones who invented the Gallic-ass pasta business. And while refrigerators and microwaves became the items the aliens regularly flew in for, they never forgot the main goal: macaroni and cheese into space. And if you hear aliens laughing somewhere in the night, then it's probably their macaroni and cheese gathering again. It's been a few more months. The Thompsons seemed to be getting used to living with the aliens, who flew in to visit them every week for macaroni and cheese. But one morning, as Mrs. Thompson was preparing another batch, something strange happened. She opened the freezer to pull out the frozen pizzas and discovered emptiness. "This is impossible," she explained, looking at the shelves in shock. "Where are all the pizzas?" Mr. Thompson rushed into the kitchen. "This was my last chance to eat pizza. We still have it ordered with delivery you promised," he said with panic in his voice. But just at that moment, there was a knock on the window. "Bia bia bia bia." Mr. Thompson opened his window and saw on the roof of his house a huge alien pizza box. "We're here for your refrigerator," said a familiar voice. The Thompsons looked up. "Really?" Mr. Thompson asked, squatting down by the window and looking at the aliens. "You need a refrigerator now?" The alien with the bright space bangs nodded. "Not really," he said. "But your pizzas. We can't find them in our galaxy anymore. We tried pizzas from other planets, but they're all too meaty or too vegetable. We've come for the secret to your frozen pizzas, because we love them so much. We want to make our own pizza chain in space, and we think your pizzas are just what we need." Mr. Thompson began to laugh softly, and then took a deep breath. "Look, aliens, you're cool, but I think you've lost your minds," he said. "How can you take all the pizzas from Earth? I need at least one for dinner. We understand your problem, but we're willing to make a space deal. We can share with you a pizza-making technology that speeds up the process 1,000 times, so you can eat pizza whenever you want. And we'll only take away a couple packages to improve our research." Mr. Thompson sighed and whispered, "Okay, let's do it that way. But only on one condition: you never touch a pepperoni pizza." The aliens froze for a moment, and then one of them smiled. "We get it, pepperoni is sacred. We're not touching it." Less than a month later, the aliens returned with a magnificent pizza ship that looked like something between a space restaurant and a flying kitchen. They delivered the pizzas with incredible speed and offered the Thompsons incredible space enhancements. Each pizza was now not just delicious, but endless. If you ate one slice, it would reappear 5 minutes later. "So how do we make sure it doesn't disappear the next moment?" Bobby asked, looking suspiciously at the alien cooks. One of the aliens handed him a pizza and said, "We'll teach you. But before we go any further, we want you to try our new laser top pizza. We developed it thanks to your refrigerator." "Laser toppings?" Mr. Thompson explained. "Yes. It's a pizza that changes flavor by itself when you heat it up. It's a revolution." The Thompsons, despite all the weirdness, finally decided to give it a try. With each bite, the pizza got better and better. It had a pecan pie flavor, then changed to pickles, and finally it became an explosion of chocolate mousse. "This is just unreal," Bobby said, not believing his sensations. "I told you that you haven't seen all the possibilities of pizza yet," said the alien proudly. The Thompsons sat at the table, full of admiration, and suddenly realized their lives were no longer the same. They still had to share their pizza secrets with the aliens from time to time, but now they enjoyed the moments when the aliens showed them new space recipes. And the moment the Thompsons sat in their kitchen, the world seemed to become considerably more delicious and incredible. And though space was far away, for their family, it became a little closer than ever. A few more months passed, and life for the Thompsons lost its usual routine. Before they could get used to the incredible connection with the aliens and their constant visits for macaroni and cheese and pizza, the aliens came up with a bold new idea. "We think you should visit our planet," said an alien with a colorful space hairdo. "We're having a planetary party on it, and you Earthlings should be the chief guests." Mr. Thompson wiped his hands on his towel, trying to comprehend what had just been said. "A party on your planet?" he asked, not believing his ears. "You want us to fly to you?" "Yes. You are the guests of honor. We decided that on our planet, you should show us how to have a proper celebration. We've been studying your culture, and it seems your holidays were the best." Mrs. Thompson raised her eyebrows happily. "Wait, are we going to be the main hosts of a planetary show?" The alien nodded with great enthusiasm. "Of course. We've already got your space costumes ready for you. We hope you'll be ready to show us how to really have a blast at the party." The Thompsons looked at each other. Mr. Thompson smiled crookedly. "Okay, We'll go with you. But only on one condition. We have to bring our cooler and at least a couple of pizzas. Without that, we can't have a party. The aliens, of course, happily agreed. And so, a few days later, a spaceship landed on the roof of their house again. This time it was twice as big and much brighter. On board, the aliens had already prepared the space transportation for the refrigerator and pizza. When the ship landed on the alien planet, the Thompsons were stunned. This planet was literally awash in festivities. There were lights everywhere, aliens in colorful costumes dancing, and some strange but delicious food being sold on every corner. "Welcome to our planet," cheerfully explained the alien. "We are ready to get the party started, and you will be the main stars." Mrs. Thompson looked curiously at the tables, where there were strange drinks with unimaginable tastes, and said, "What kind of drinks do you have here?" "Oh, it's a cosmic fusion. We mix ingredients from different galaxies. For example, this one is a sour-sweet black hole juice." "Give it to me," Bobby explained excitedly. "I've always wanted to try something cosmic." And so, they were immersed in a planetary feast where they danced to music that was hard to describe, drank drinks that changed flavor every second, and ate strange treats. The party seemed endless. But the highlight of the evening came when the aliens asked the Thompsons to host a master class in birthday cake baking. "We can't do without your cakes," said the aliens cheerfully. "We've been trying for weeks to make a real Earth cake, but we haven't succeeded." Mr. Thompson replied with a smile. "Well, once we bring our recipe, everyone can have a cake frenzy." As the night wore on, the party continued to gain momentum. New planets glowed on the horizon, and the sounds of laughter and merriment spread from one quarter of the planet to the other. The Thompsons shared the recipes with the aliens, danced strange dances, and even found common ground with the aliens on the subject of Earth parties. Finally, when no one could resist laughing anymore, the aliens announced, "You are the coolest guests we've ever seen. We're going to throw a party that will unite all the planets. You will be the main organizers of an intergalactic festival of fun." And while the Thompsons couldn't believe they were the center of the space party, they gladly accepted the offer. They brought more pizza, macaroni and cheese, and cakes to the planet, and began planning their new intergalactic future. Now the Thompsons weren't just Earth's heroes, they were part of space culture, inspiring all civilizations with amazing adventures and celebrations where everyone could find room for fun, laughter, and, of course, tasty treats.